Welcome to another episode of the Lone Recruiter Podcast. I'm your host, Brett Clementson, and if you're a recruiter out on your own or just lacking general advice or mentorship, you've come to the right place. Our episodes are designed to give you the motivation, the strategies, and the support you need to become the very best Lone Recruiter. So join us, grab a cup of coffee, let's take your desk to another level. Now, there is a video going around that is talking about what makes a top 25 tennis player a top 25 tennis player, and then what's the difference between them and the top 5 tennis players, because those top 25 are all technically the same. They are very good athletically. Their precision for shooting, hitting balls is second to none, and they're all bloody good, right? But why is there this very distinct top 5 set of tennis players versus the other 25? And they dug into it, right? And this video goes into saying they've studied it and they've worked it out. It is a mindset, and the mindset after losing a shot, right? So you can imagine, right, that you're playing these big arenas, you're playing these big games, and you lose a shot. It's very easy, and we've seen those tennis players who just melt down. They can't control they can't temper their feelings, their anger, their frustrations. They're the ones that can never make it to top 5. And then you watch those ones who are the top 5, your Federers, your Nadals, those guys. They are just stone cold, right? And it's a mentality that they've worked on. As much as they've worked on their running and their hitting and their ball playing skills, they've worked on the mindset. And that mindset is just being absolute Mamba mentality, right? Just nothing will shake me. It's a point here, it's a point there. We win one, we lose one. It's the same outcome. Let's get on to the next shot. And I think it's so applicable to the world of work. So applicable, particularly to sales environments, right? And I'm going to go into that in a second. I'll add to this. Roger Federer recently, 2024, did the Dartmouth commencement speech, which is an Ivy League university overseas. And this is, I'm going to read it word for word because I think it's just bang on with what we've just said here, which is, perfection is impossible. In the 1,526 single matches I played in my career, I won almost 80% of those matches. Now I have a question for you. What percentage of points do you think I won in those matches? It's only 54%. In other words, even top-ranked tennis players win barely more than half of the points that they play. When you lose every second point on average, you learn not to dwell on every shot. You teach yourself to think, okay, I double faulted. It's only a point. Okay, I came to the net and I got past again. It's only a point. Even a great shot, an overhead backhand smash that ends up on ESPN's top 10 playlist, that too is just a point. And here's why I'm telling you this. When you're playing a point, it has to be the most important thing in the world, and it is. But when it's behind you, it's behind you. This mindset is crucial because it frees you to fully commit to the next point and the next point after that with intensity, clarity, and focus. You want to become a master at overcoming hard moments. That is, to me, the sign of a champion. The best in the world are not the best because they win every point. It's because they lose again and again and have learned how to deal with it. You accept it, cry it out if you need to, and force a smile. Oh my God. That is, to me, quintessential sales 101 that should be taught at the beginning of everyone's sales life cycle. That's a beautiful speech. And it's so true. And it makes so much sense. And I'm thinking you guys are at home thinking, geez, yep, that's a great speech. It applies to everyone, right? You can have the best day in recruitment and blow it by celebrating too hard, or thinking too much about how good was I, and equally you can have bad day and lament what happened and trudge around and whatever. And we've done countless episodes on this. Don't let a bad moment become a bad day. It's just did you have a bad day, or is it just a bad moment? And you've got to really, really, really focus and work on this part of your skill set, because we look at the technical parts of our job all the time. We look at referencing and interviewing and canvassing and sourcing and headhunting and all the different scripts and all the different methodologies, all your LinkedIn strategies, all your AI strategies, all these things. We look at all these technical parts, but are we working on the mindset? Because if you can't pick yourself up after a shit moment or a shit day and do it again and do it again and do it again and only win 50% of that, 51% of the time, but that means you're losing 49% of the time, you're going to really hate what you're doing. You're going to really, really be uncomfortable and not enjoy the process and the journey, right? And I hate using that word journey, but it really is. So if today you're sitting here and you're thinking, I am not a top 5 recruiter. I am not a top 5 anything. I'm in the top 25, but I'm not the top 5. Guess what? We've probably worked out what it is. And you're probably sheepishly thinking, oh, yep, I let that stuff bug me too much or whatever. You see those old salty dog recruiters, those ones that have been around forever, and they just almost seem like unwavering. People say to me, I don't know how you do it, Brett. You just always like this. It's like, I've been around long enough to know there's another one. I've been around long enough to go, you can't change that outcome. Let's just get to the next one. Let's just get to the next one. And when you've got great systems and processes in place, that becomes a lot easier as well. So I don't want to go too far into anything today. I just thought that was such a lovely little Roger Federer moment. It makes sense. It's doing the rounds at the moment. So if anyone you think needs help at the moment on mindset, send them this one. Make them realize. Half the battle is making people realize that they've got an issue with mindset, right? That they've got a stanky attitude when it comes to something not going their way. You've seen it. People go, oh, I didn't go my way, and then they mope around. Fuck that. Get on with it. Seriously. Just fucking get on with it. It'll take you from top 25 to top 5. It's as simple as that. I hope you got something out of it today. Like, share, subscribe. It does help us grow. We love it. Thank you very much. As always, have an amazing day, and may all your deals or tennis shots come true.